So this is now a foundations for upward dog. So listen into the shape of your spine and what might be going on. It's a beautiful therapeutic pose for so many ailments, including mild depression, and it's good for asthma. It stretches through your lungs and your shoulders and your abdomen. So let's get started. I'll give you some different options depending on your body. So you're just going to lie straight down on your belly. Have your feet hip distance. So often in traditional yoga texts, you'll see the legs completely glued together, but we're adapting it for Western bodies. So our sacrums and everything is slightly wider. So have your feet hip distance, toenails on the floor. Bring your hands under your shoulders. So as your hands come under the shoulders, you want to have them spread wide like you did in downward dog in the foundations. If you didn't watch that, then just press down strongly through the entire palm. Roll the shoulders back and down. So this is really key for you, or for all of us, because the tendency in upward dog, particularly if we hold our tension in the upper back and the neck area, is that you wear them like earrings and you don't even realize you're doing it. So press down into the hands, moving forward, keep the elbows in, this is the key. If you let the elbows come out to the side, you're going to get repetitive strain or tennis elbow after taking many of these. So here are your options. An upward dog could look like this, with your legs off the floor, squeezing your glutes, so it's quite good for toning the buttock area. Your legs can be off the floor. This is a full downward dog, and your gaze is slightly up. Your glutes are engaged, and then the weight of the pelvis is dropping down, and it's opening your stomach, your chest. The fingers are really pressing into the earth. For me, I think this creates a lot of compression in my lower back. That's the shape of my spine. So I leave my knees on the floor. So see what feels better for you. If you find that your feet can get cramp or it doesn't feel comfortable like this, tuck your toes under. The other thing that you could do here is keep your elbows really quite soft so it comes more into a cobra shape. So just work out what feels appropriate for your back. Full upward dog or an adapted upward dog. It might be all the way down here. You're still getting huge benefits through the stomach, through the chest, keeping the shoulders back and down. So common mistakes is people will pull up to upward dog and it looks like this. So the shoulders are just super unengaged. The belly's dropped down and there's not really a lot of action or activity going on. There's not a lot of thought going into this. So if you're like this, and if this is what your pose looks like, press up and out of the shoulders. Now suddenly, boom, you're there. If then you want to lift the knees off, do, but don't worry about it too much. What I'd like you to really focus on is stretch through your stomach, the pressing down of the hands and the weight of the pelvis and your gaze point. Good. When you're held here and you're feeling the pose and you've held for about 10 breaths, you can then push back and your counter pose will be child pose. So watch how the spine's moving in the other direction and you come here. Good. Quite a nice dynamic way of taking upward dog is with downward dog. So I'll just show you what I mean. Just to get your practice in, you can be from downward dog, roll over the feet and come into upward dog. Roll over the feet, come into downward dog, and watch how the strength of the shoulders, the positioning of the hands and feet, you start to groove it into your muscle memory. So when you're taking a more dynamic practice, you start to really understand the positioning and the release through your shoulders, your neck, and you're working the back body and the front body. So I hope that's helpful. There's your foundations for upward dog. Just really remember the key is shoulders away from ears, clavicles, your collarbones are smiling open across your chest, and allow the weight of your pelvis and gravity to drop your pelvis and open your chest, and then all is coming. Namaste.